So I got suckered into playing Bit Orchard, because it looked quite interesting. A farming sim with the aesthetics and limitations, kinda, of the Game Boy. Well, it's at least worth a look. From the description it sounded like something in between Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. I mean, the game's full title even is Bit Orchard Animal Valley, so there's already some association. You only get to plant apple trees, but you can befriend animals and meet new friends outside your orchard. And yeah, I know this is in German, you just have to trust me on this for now. So with this description, who would have guessed that the gameplay for the next few hours is this? Maybe some of you are thinking right now, hey, what's that weird dude hating on a small, silly indie game? And that's fair. I'm not really hating on it though, the game is fine, there's not much to it, but it's a fun little time waster for a few minutes at a time, especially on a portable device like the Switch or maybe a smartphone. And there'd be nothing wrong with it if it were free, or maybe costs $1. I paid $2 for it. On a discount. Under normal circumstances you'd have to pay $7 for it. And no, the game is not worth $7. It's incredibly shallow, repetitious and plays pretty much like the earlier free-to-play mobile games, just without the waiting mechanics and microtransactions. Yeah, there are quite a few different mechanics in here, but none of them provide any depth. You can plant apple seeds and grow trees to harvest apples every few days and sell them for a bit of money. You can cut weeds to craft scarecrows to keep the crows away from your orchard and later repair a bridge with a button prompt. You can fish at a pond to have something besides apples to sell. You can pester a rabbit until it likes you. You can talk to a handful of NPCs, and that's pretty much it. For the first 2 hours or so you're doing nothing else than cutting grass on your small property and selling only a few apples at a time until you got enough money to buy enough seeds to plant more trees. A bag of seeds costs 10 coins I guess, and you'll get 5 from selling an apple, 15 from a big apple that can randomly grow on a tree, and apples grow every 5 or so days. The game seems to open up a bit after you expanded your property for 1000 coins, with a request from a friendly ghost for a normal apple and a big one and a golden one. So this entire quest is based on luck and rewards you with the rest of the game world, which is quite empty and boring, save for a small pond where you can fish. Progression-wise, this game shares a lot of similarities with cow clickers. You spend some money to continuously earn some money and spend that to earn more and so forth by doing the same things over and over again. You can buy some upgrades, just for show it seems, or to have something to spend your coins on. And you have a bunch of repetitive tasks to keep you busy. But there is no real decision making, no meaning to your actions. Gameplay-wise, it doesn't offer more than those old LCD games. You can move and interact in one specific way with any object. Weeds will be cut down, plants will be watered, bunnies will get petted. Selecting the correct tool is just window dressing. If all you want at the moment is mindlessly progressing something in a farming setting with Game Boy aesthetics, then this game will fulfill all your desires. As long as you don't pay more than $1 or $2. But don't expect meaningful mechanics or engaging gameplay. This game did remind me though of another game that too had a kinda arcadey take on the farming sim genre. A game that's completely free and was made within a week during a game jam on itch.io. Crop Crisis has you plant, grow and harvest different crops each season and sell enough of each type to progress to the next season. Completing your tasks in time becomes increasingly difficult with every new stage until you eventually lose the game with nothing but your high score to show for. The game doesn't have the best balancing or difficulty curve or whatever you may call it, which is to be expected from an experimental game made within a week. It does feature some simple yet charming pixel art though, and a fun and engaging gameplay loop, where you race to plant the seeds you'll need in a limited number of available fertile spots, water them over and over again, occasionally refill your watering can, wait for your crops to bear fruit, harvest, and get everything on the cart. After a few stages, time management requires a bit of decision making, which seeds to plant first and on which plot, and it can get quite exhilarating when you barely manage to complete your task at the last second. This game might not offer as much in terms of quantity as Bit Orchard, but when it comes to simple fun, to pure gameplay, it's a better choice if you just want something to waste a few minutes with. On the other hand, you can just play this game on the crapper, so there's that.